Hello and welcome to my podcast channel. You might be wondering why is she doing another introduction podcast? I realized that my podcasts that I've done so far have really bad video quality. It's my fault. I've been speaking really, really softly in the microphone, so I decided to re-record my podcast again. But fear not, I will try and make the content the same as before, but hopefully with better sound quality. So yeah, like I said, welcome back to my channel. You may also notice that my channel's changed name. It used to be called Imagination of a Couch Potato. Now it's called That Medic Couch Potato. It's just to try and I changed it because it was to try and make sense of more about what my channel's going to be. So basically, it's going to be about medical school as well as a bit of nutrition involved as well. I'll explain a bit later on as to why I will be choosing to do those things. So, with regards to this podcast, it's going to be the same as before. I created it to give hints and tips on life in general, especially with regards to university life. And I will try my best to try and put out a podcast at least once a week, but that will change depending on how busy I am. You may have noticed that my last podcast was back in August, sorry, not April. So it's been more than a month since I released a new audio. Entirely my fault. I've been a bit busy trying to get things sorted. Also had COVID, which was not nice, so I'm slowly recovering from that. And I will try my best to try and do more podcasts as the weeks go on. So a little bit about me. I'm a medical student studying in Poland. I have a bachelor's in natural sciences and a master's in nutrition. And with this master's, I am registered with the Association for Nutrition, or the AFN for short. In my spare time, I try and read outside of medicine, so especially fiction books, fantasy, and historical novels. So one of my favorite authors so far has been Rick Riordan, though his target audience is high school students. He does write quite well that I think even as an adult I appreciate it. It explains things very well. And a lot of his genre draws on ancient history, so ancient Greeks, ancient Romans, and Norse mythologies. So I like some of his books. I also started reading the Bridgerton series because I watched the TV show on Netflix last year and the year before, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I do like a bit of Regency romance as well. I think they have fun. The author that introduced me to that is Mary Jo Putney, who's an American author, and her books, especially the Fallen Angel series, are brilliant. So I will do another podcast on the books I've enjoyed so far, so please do keep a check out for it. If I do have more time, I do watch some TV as well. So shows like Paul Dark, Outlander have been a big hit with me. I've not really seen the last season of Outlander yet. I've been really, really busy, even though it's been out for a couple of months now. I will try and get onto that. I've also not read the books yet for Outlander, and I know that's sad. I should really get onto that as well. I also like to watch some modern dramas like The Middle and Modern Family. I do like comedy. So Young Sheldon, Big Bang Theory, those are other comedy shows I do enjoy watching, along with Brooklyn Nine-Nine as well. So again, I don't have much of a broad repertoire in terms of what I like to read and watch. So any suggestions are welcome, though it might take me some time to get through that list. I have a really huge reading list that I still haven't gone through, but one day I will. Um, so, a random fact about me, if I hadn't done medicine, I would have loved to have become a museum curator. So that's how much I actually enjoy history and archaeology. I feel like if I did that as a passion, I would have hated it. Um, so with medicine, the career path is very broad, and that's one of the reasons I chose to go down it. I could always be a curator, I suppose, eventually, of a science museum, but we'll see. So yeah, that's just a brief introduction about myself. If you want to listen to me ramble on about things, do keep listening for future episodes. Um, I will obviously put out things that I think might be interest to people, such as applying for university, whether that is medical school or applying to university for a different course. Most of what I would be saying would be relevant to studying in the UK because that's where I was based until I moved to Poland for medical school. So I will also talk about a how I applied to Polish medical schools as well, in the hope that it might be of use to anyone. Um, I also aim to use my nutrition degree to give out advice. I am open for one-to-one session as well, so do get in touch if you do want to have a personalized nutrition advice. I'm happy to do that. And yeah, so I hope to see you all. That's it for now. Do listen back again for another episode. Ciao.